Welcome to the Mobcast Podcast, where we talk fast and talk trash. I'm your host, Boogs, East New York. Talking about a lot of shit that's going on out here in these social media streets. It's just a little crazy out here. A lot of fighting, a lot of crime. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all can hear me better with this. I don't know. A lot of fighting, a lot of crime going on out here. Shit looking a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. But rest in peace to that little 7-month-old baby that this clown. This clown is responsible for him and his mans. Nigga don't even want to show his face. But yeah, nigga.
Counsel, have you gotten a copy of the indictment from people?
Your Honor, I have received a copy of the indictment. I waive its formal reading and enter a plea of not guilty.
The defendant is arraigned, he's not guilty. People, any application?
Yes, thank you, Judge. Prior to the call of this case today, the people provided counsel with a copy of the NDF. Incorporated with those materials was notices served pursuant to...
Retarded looking nigga. First of all, they should give him another 10 years just for saying he's not guilty. Nigga, you on camera. You on camera, my nigga. And they should give you another 10 for just looking stupid, nigga. You shot a 7-month-old baby, nigga. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And his man, hold on.
EPL 710-31A and 710-31B. The people do reserve their right to serve further notices for 15 days of this arraignment today. As to bail, Judge, Your Honor is fully familiar with the factual allegations, having presided over the co-defendant's arraignment in his part yesterday. Briefly, the defendant now stands charged before this court with 3 counts of murder in the second degree and other related charges as well. We allege that this defendant shot the firearm at least 2 times at 2 infant children in broad daylight on a public street here in Brooklyn in the middle of the shopping district, killing a 7-month-old baby girl by the name of Kaori Patterson Moore, as well as injuring her 2-year-old infant brother, Kaiser Patterson Moore.
Oh, little brother got grazed. Little brother got... I mean, I get it. I can't say I get it. You niggas out here get hot. You niggas with your so-called ops. All this sucker blood shit, whatever. I ain't even gonna say blood shit, just gang shit, whatever the fuck y'all niggas fighting over. Ain't no money, because it look like this nigga can get a haircut and I don't know how long. All that dusty beef y'all niggas got. Dusty nigga shit. But, like I said, fuck this nigga and his man.
They did this all in front of the baby's mother, father, and other loved ones who were around them at the time, while the family was out enjoying a warm spring day that turned into an absolute nightmare for this family. The defendant was identified immediately following the shooting on video that captured not only the murder itself, but it also captured, there was video capturing the crashing of the moped, which was only several blocks away from the crime scene, as well as the defendant in an ambulance shortly thereafter. I would also just note that while the defendant was being treated,
the defendant stands indicted as acting in concert with Murray Green for 3 counts of murder in the second degree.
Just arriving in Brooklyn after his extradition from Pennsylvania, 18-year-old Matthew Rodriguez dropping his head and appearing to sob in a downtown Brooklyn courtroom Tuesday morning.
One of those shots that this defendant lined up with driving struck.
What's wrong with my shit, man? My shit bugging out. All right, here we go. So this is man.
The defendant stands indicted as acting in concert with Murray Green.
He the one that was driving the moped. So he slowed down so son could take aim. So nigga, you just, you know what I mean? You just as guilty, my nigga.
For 3 counts of murder in the 2nd degree.
Just arriving in Brooklyn after his extradition from Pennsylvania, 18-year-old Matthew Rodriguez dropping his head and appearing to sob in a downtown Brooklyn courtroom Tuesday morning.
One of those shots that this defendant lined up with his driving struck 7-month-old Kaori in the head while she sat in her stroller, killing her. Another shot grazed Kaori's 2-year-old brother Kaizen in the back.
The teen, not accused of having a gun, yet still charged with murder in the death of 7-month-old Kaori Patterson Moore. Prosecutors say Rodriguez was acting in concert with accused shooter Amari Green 2 weeks ago by driving a scooter as Green recklessly fired shots into an East Williamsburg intersection, striking Kaori in her stroller.
I think when you look at the totality of the evidence, him coming up the wrong way, circling around, pausing while his co-defendant has allegedly shot that firearm.
I didn't know what was going to happen. It was not my fault. I didn't pull the trigger.
Rodriguez professing his innocence as he was being escorted out of the 90th precinct today.
That nigga telling on everything and everybody he knows, son. Anybody know this nigga? Y'all niggas that did some shit out there with this nigga? Oh, you better go. Ain't nowhere to run, really, nigga. They caught this nigga in Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get up out of there. Now he, you know what I'm saying? So he ain't know he was gonna shoot, and he ain't know all this other shit.
I didn't know. I promise. I didn't know.
And again, walking into his court appearance.
I didn't know he was going to pull the trigger. I didn't know.
But prosecutors say the surveillance video proves otherwise.
He assisted by driving him. He assisted by taking.
So that son in the gray. So he ain't know. That's him in the gray right there. This the clown that did the shooting, the nappy head nigga.
Off after the shooting, he assisted, because after the crash, he picked up the firearm. That firearm has not been recovered.
And
so he stashed it. He took the burner and stashed it. Now he ain't know.
earlier, a white horse-drawn carriage carrying Kaori, leading a procession to the toddler's burial through Brooklyn. The funeral held last night. Reverend Al Sharpton gave the eulogy.
If you can look, rest in peace to that little baby, man. Fuck them 2 clown ass niggas, B. Little niggas out there. Anybody could have been on that street, B. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? You just shooting while you driving. You know what I'm saying? Like on a moped shit, that scooter shit. You niggas be on them scooters bugging the fuck out, son. Niggas be wilding on them scooters. You know what I'm saying? I done knocked 2 niggas off them shits already since, you know, I want to say since maybe 2022. Niggas be, you know what I mean? One nigga got up trying to act like he wanted to do something. I was with my son. Me and my son jumped out on a nigga about to storm son out and take his scooter, but the scooter was messed up. He quickly fell back though. But yeah, son, that's tragic, man. Little niggas out here bugging out on them scooters, man. Then got the nerve to plead not guilty, son. But I don't even think they even know. Well, you know, I don't know. I'm quite sure niggas told him. I'm quite sure if they knew he was in Pennsylvania, somebody told where he was at. You know, so niggas like, yo, they got you on the news, son. They got a camera, you know, they got you the footage. You know, they got all that. So he's talking about, yo, I didn't know he was gonna shoot, man. I didn't know, you know, son. Get a shooter 100 years, give you 95 years, nigga. All right. You ain't had a gun, nigga. You take 95, nigga. You take 5 years off. All right. You know, don't look at him. I feel no remorse. I feel no remorse for him, son. Little niggas be out here. I don't know who worse, though. Like I said, I don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying, these YNs or these YBs, man. These little female, well, you know what? I would say the YNs, because the YN niggas, these niggas, you know, the niggas ain't got no hands. The niggas is 95 pounds soaking wet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they gon', if it ain't 15, 25 of them, they ain't throwing no hands. Now, these females, you know, females, I ain't gonna front. These females, I don't know, they got a lot of anger and rage in them. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's in the maxi pads or the hair weave glue or whatever. I don't know what it is. these females be thinking they, you know, Clarissa. You know what I'm saying? And Clarissa's a professional boxer. She way more ladylike than a lot of these chicks out here. These little chicks out here throwing hands. They throwing hands, which I respect. They'll throw the hands, you know, but they just throw hands anywhere. Like, y'all motherfuckers just fuck a whole, just everything up, nigga. You niggas a fuck up a whole church session over some whatever the fuck y'all be ready to fight over, which is crazy to me. So, you know, I don't know. Little niggas, you know, these little niggas, they, you know, they come back, they won't say nothing. They come back with the gun. They just shoot in the crowd. Hit, you know what I'm saying? You know, hitting 2 to 8 people, 10 people. They got some niggas in Atlanta. I think they gave them niggas, they roofed them niggas. Them niggas roofed them niggas. I think they gave them niggas like 300 years. Between 4 niggas. Niggas got like a total like 300 years. You know, they went to same shit, went to a party, saw the ops. Oh, so they come back, and instead of just running down on your ops, you start shooting in the crowd. And I think they shot like 10 people. I think 2 people, you know, got killed. God bless. In Atlanta just now, God bless my man Blas, his peoples. Got a little young cousin saying shit and that shit over there in the park over there. They went to the park, you know, whatever. Niggas with the sucker shit start shooting. Little girl, I believe she was like 16, 15, 16. Got shot. This man related to my man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, God bless her. You know, my condolences to, you know, my man and his family. But this shit crazy out here, son. You know, I advise everybody, be careful. It's getting hot. It's getting hot out here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got a chip on their shoulder. Everybody mad. I don't know who more matter, the females or the dudes. I don't know. But shit, it ain't just regular schmegglers. It ain't just us regular schmeggler people out here going through it. My man Cam at the viewing. I don't know who this guy. I don't know who. This nigga named Jay Uso. I don't know. Apparently he's some professional wrestler, WWE wrestler, you know. Whether you say wrestling is fake or not, that's on y'all. That's between you and, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, a wrestler, whether it's fake or not, the nigga's in shape. You know, you got to be in shape to take, you know, to take them fake falls or them fake punches or whatever, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So apparently, you know, Cam and this dude got into it. What's this nigga name, B? Jay Uso. Him and Jay Uso. Son vocabulary is a little weird. I guess, you know, us being from Brooklyn, we say son a million times. He say oos. I don't know if he you know, his name Uso. So I don't know if he, you know what I'm saying, talking about himself. I don't know what that's about. But it's a little off brand to me, but you know, check it out.
I don't have any more questions. Nick, I'm more mad at you because you keep bringing Saturday WrestleMania niggas here, and you don't bring us a Sunday WrestleMania.
Say less, Cam. I ain't got to be
my
here.
producer, bro. You keep bringing Sunday. I need a Sunday WrestleMania. I don't smell what the Usos cooking, and at the end.
Hey, yo. Listen, I ain't even trying to say I fucks with Cam and Mason. That's one of my favorite podcasts. I like that shit. But y'all tell me if that punch was real. Remember, we talk about a WWE wrestling. I mean, I ain't never heard of the nigga, but I don't watch wrestling no more. I ain't watched wrestling, and last time I watched wrestling, that shit, they was calling that just WWF. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want to say Stone Cold Steve Austin was the last nigga like I probably watched. You know what I'm saying? Stone Cold and The Rock was like probably the last fight I saw. Stone Cold and The Rock shot the 5. But let's watch it again, son. Let's watch this shit again. And tell me if this punch is real or not. We're going to look at the punch. We're focusing on the punch.
I don't have any more questions. Nick, I'm more mad at you because you keep bringing Saturday WrestleMania niggas here, and you don't bring us a Sunday WrestleMania.
Say less, Cam. I ain't got to be
talking to my
here.
producer, bro. You keep bringing Sunday. I need a Sunday WrestleMania. I don't smell what the oos is cooking. And at the end,
look at the punch, sir. Watch this. This is the punch. I mean, y'all tell me.
He tripped.
Lay my nigga Cam out, sir. Nigga duff my nigga Cam out, sir. Come on, sir. Yo, son, nigga duff my nigga Cam out, sir. Nah. I mean, all I'm saying is, I don't know, son. You tell me, is it real? Is it a real punch? You know what I'm saying? It's a real punch. I mean, I don't think, Cam and them doing fine with the, I don't even think they need no ratings. They doing fine, with their little, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Or maybe they bigging Son up. Giving Son a little, I don't know. The Oos, Jay Oos. I know. So during the interview, you know what I'm saying? I got the interview somewhere. I can't scroll and find the shit. But so I guess Cam know the nigga family. I think Duke is like Samoan. So I don't know, he related to Rakisi and them niggas back in the days, them Samoan brothers, you know what I'm saying, or whoever. But apparently some was like, yo, who a better fighter? You or The Rock. So the Oos nigga was like, yo, me, nigga, like, I'll fuck The Rock up. Whatever, some wild shit, I don't know. But he like, basically compared himself a little bit better than The Rock. That shit pissed Cam off. Then, Cam was saying his little slick shit. Cam says like little slick shit. Then some was like, yo, I'm a fan, but I was a Jim Jones fan more than I was a Camron fan. Shit pissed Cam off again. Boom, 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 which led up to, Cam like, yo, listen, man, I ain't got nothing else for this nigga, and son like, all right, jumped off and snatched Cam up over the joint, you know what I'm saying? Snatched Cam up over the joint. I mean, let's watch it one more time. Y'all show me about this punch, man. Y'all show me about this punch, man.
Listen, Mace, I don't have any more questions. Nick, I'm more mad at you because you keep bringing Saturday WrestleMania niggas here, and you don't bring us a Sunday WrestleMania.
Say less, Cam. I ain't got to be
talking to
here.
my producer, bro. You keep bringing Sunday. I need a Sunday WrestleMania. I don't smell what the oos is cooking. And at the end,
watch the punch, son. Just tell me if this is a real punch, son. Do you see Cam legs and arms up? You know what I'm saying? So, he snatched him up. Son of big boy. Son of big boy. He a wrestler, son of big boy. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. Watch the punch. My nigga Mace on deck, making sure his man is all right. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Mace was on deck. Y'all tell me, with that punch, son? That punch, was it I don't know, son. I don't know. Punch looked a little fraudulent to me, son. I mean, that's my opinion. Punch look a little WWE, is a little real wrestling, world wrestling entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, like these wrestlers, these entertainers, you know what I'm saying, whatever, if it was real, like, y'all niggas gotta chill. Like my nigga Rampage son. I forgot his name. Something with all the same shit. But something Jackson. Rampage Jackson's son. Same shit. Like he, on some fake shit, but then, his ego got in his way and he got sick while the nigga was doing the fake wrestling shit. This nigga went crazy, duffed the nigga out. Duffed the nigga slap out. So I think they still got something locked up. Rampage, I don't know if he bailed out. But if the Rampage Jackson family gonna pay some money or that little nigga doing some time. Cause he just like, I don't know what that shit was about. I don't know if that was fake, that was publicity. They don't talk about that shit no more. So, when they don't really talk about it, that shit was real. And they doing something with son. So I don't know. One of my last podcasts I did some footage on that, if y'all want to go back and watch it. But yeah. They did some, some wild shit with that boy. So this is what I really wanted to talk about. So apparently NYPD runs up on the wrong nigga. And I think it was Gowanus or somewhere out there in Brooklyn, runs up on son in the liquor store. Says son had on, so the nigga they was looking for had on green pants. The nigga got on green pants, right? So they run down on the nigga. I mean, his pants ain't really look green to me, but I don't know. I'm looking at it through a TV screen. But shit look light blue to me, like teal, whatever the case may be. So I'm just gonna assume that I went like that, they run down on the nigga, what up, boom, 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 how you doing? You got ID, blah, blah. And I'm assuming son didn't want to show his ID, whatever the case may be. Shit escalated, whatever. He probably did the whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then the police. I mean, let's watch it first. And then y'all tell me y'all
Y'all violated punching that man for no reason. I got all on there.
Can't resist arrest.
He wasn't resisting arrest. He was not resisting arrest. I got you, homie. I got you. I got you.
Yeah. You want to get arrested next?
I recorded that. Hey, you do that. I put trust. You put your hands on, you're gonna get in trouble.
Well, it's not me. I got a license. I got a security license in my pocket.
You got a
I'm coming
severe
to
label.
work. I swear to God. Listen, you gotta let go. My lady's in the house.
You gotta ask for a bus. You gotta lower the label.
Yes, I know. Oh my God.
Ask for the bus though. Get on the radio.
No, my leg is.
Put your hands behind your back.
All right.
And we can get you a medical attention.
Okay.
Behind your back.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going to.
No, stay calm.
All right.
Get on your stomach.
All right. Okay.
Get on your stomach.
Okay.
You're not listening. You're not listening.
Stay calm, Pablo.
Put your hands behind your
I'm
back.
trying.
No, you're not. Put your hands behind your back.
that shit ain't funny. So as somebody that I've been on both sides of that, right? I've been on both sides of that. I had, younger police came run down on me on some bullshit. See, my era, you know what I'm saying? If we was, we was out there on some bullshit, we was lucid, you know what I'm saying? We didn't really get trapped off. Police trapped us off, it was over, you know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, especially over 75, 70, niggas was doing niggas much filthier than that back in my day. But we was taught the whole, to hold some ID, we kept ID, right? So if if I ain't do nothing, I'll show you my ID, right? So I don't know, they ran down on son. Like I said, I assume there's a lot of shit wrong with that. Like, one, I don't see no body cam footage. I don't see no cameras on both of those officers. I was looking to see if they had cuffs. So I think one of the arms was cuffed. Was he resisting arrest? Yeah, he was. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, did they go a little overboard? Yeah, I think they did. But I've been there. I've been both sides. I've been, where motherfucker, you're trying to cuff him and the motherfucker fighting, you know what I'm saying? And you got to do what you got to do. And I got slayed by the department. So, I'm quite sure. And that was years ago. So now, with all this old Black Lives Matter shit and all this other new shit, I don't know. They be trying to look to make an example of the uniform. Who was wrong? This is my opinion. It's my opinion, and everybody get it, put in a comment, and was wrong. I would say 60-40. 60% the police, because it's all about it's all about interacting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it started, so I can't really say that. But what I see, police probably I'm quite sure they didn't just run up and duff son out. I'm sure they didn't do that. Protocol wise, knowing the protocol, I know that's they didn't just run up on son and duff him out. But was he resisting? Yeah. Because after when all that's said and done, you said you got ID in your back pocket. So it's, everything is a little, now if they ran up on you, duffed you out, son, by all means, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I saw them telling you, don't put your hands behind your back. You was refusing that. You kept pulling your hand, tugging, whatever the case may be. Police, was they excessive? Hell fucking yeah. Nigga kicked him in the face. We can watch the video again, but you got kicked in the face. You got kicked in the face. You're gonna watch it again. We're gonna go step by step. Okay, boom. So they're clearly trying to cuff him. I see the cop's cuffs right here. So apparently it's the other cop, I think, got the cuffs. All right. I think you can see the cuffs right there where he's trying to cuff him. Can't really see it, can't really get a good view, but it looked like he got the cuffs right there. All right. So boom. So something fell. Oh, I think that's Son Chain. Something. Pop Son Chain. Boom. Bust Son head on the glass, right? So now this is one thing I would say that I see that the cops, their situational awareness, right? This is cop talk. So you got a situational awareness where these bottles fell. Right? They take them out of that. They take them out of that area because it's more dangerous for both of them, for him to get hurt and for them to get hurt. So they take them out of that area. That's what you call situational awareness. Plus the floor slippery, you know what I'm saying? So, so they was aware of that. So now he's aware of saying, roll over, roll over. He said, all right, I'm gonna roll over. I'm gonna roll over, right? There was his hand right there, but then he snatched it away. He had his hand in the back.
What's your bag? What's your bag number? What's your bag number? Why are you punching him like that?
Yo,
He's punching.
give me your hand.
The fuck?
Give me your hand. Pop, give me.
That right there is filthy work. The head stomp. The head stomp is filthy work, son. The head stomp is filthy work. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't funny.
Give me your hand. Pop, all right? Get on the phone, folks. All right, get on the phone. Oh, my God.
No, he's violated.
Get on the phone.
Nobody cams. Nobody cams. So they better hope the store got footage and they at least approach the situation using protocol. Now, I don't know if NYPD detectives, shit, I know that every law enforcement is required to wear a body cam. The body worn cameras, I think that was part of the law now. It's law because many times as I turned on my body worn cam late, I got, in trouble. You turn it on late, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to turn it on before the incident. And it records. So the minute you turn it on, boom. You turn it on, boom. It records a minute. At least I was there. It recorded a minute before you turned it on. So whatever you did, if you boop, 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 to duff somebody out, boom, turn it on, it recorded that a minute before. Right? So I don't see nobody on cameras footage, nobody arms on them. Right? The phone call thing, I don't know. That's some police shit. I don't know, They tired than a motherfucker. Now I've been there. Wrestling with a motherfucker. Boy, you be tired than a motherfucker. In a closed space? Man, listen. You be tired than a motherfucker, man. That's where you gotta get your little jumper jacks and your squats and your run game on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, gotta have that little 3-4 minutes of fight in you. Gotta have it. You know what I'm saying? But he's still refusing to bring his hands behind his back. He's still refusing to bring his hands behind his back.
Can't resist arrest.
He wasn't resisting.
You can't resist arrest. You cannot.
He was not resisting arrest.
Oh shit, that's some shit I've said 1 trillion times. In the midst of my duties and this, that, and the third, you always got the bystanders telling me what I did and can't do and blah blah, and everybody act like they passed the bar exam and you can't do it. I'm on the body cams though, saying it out loud. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up. I've been there. But when your temper's flaring, you're tired, you this, that, and the third, you got these fucking clowns in the back talking crazy, blah, I've been there. So, your adrenaline, shut the fuck up. You interfere with this, I'll snatch your ass up too. You just boom, whatever. It's like you're on go mode. Do the lovely liberals of New York City agree with me? Are going to agree with them? Not at all. And unfortunately, we have a mayor of New York that is probably liberal like a motherfucker. So not only my brothers in blue, be careful. My brothers in the hood, be careful. Right? Walk around with some ID. Right? Walk around with some ID. Everybody should have ID. And you 21 but you 18 and better. you should have you some ID. 16, really, even better. But definitely 18 to 21, you should have you a valid form of ID. Police run up on you, whatever, this, that, and the third. Once you give me an ID, that's really about it. You know, if you ain't got no warrants and them, because that's the first thing they think. If you ain't got no ID, you know, they think you're walking around here with, you know, warrants. You could have a warrant for a body or whatever, you know. Who are you? You know. And then, you know, that's, you know, now you go, fuck me, this, that, and the third. That's what justifies the police to be able to detain you and this, that, and the third, because you didn't produce no ID. Or you was refusing to give your name and all this other shit. So now they got to go, you know, they could think the worst. So carry some ID. I tell everybody I know, just carry some ID. Give them your name, boom, boom, boom. You know, ain't nothing gonna pop up. They can't, the police can't make a warrant pop up on you. They can't. Just, you know, everything is in the system. So they just can't just be like, oh yeah, put in a warrant. No, they can't do that. Everything is electronic, right? You know, black people like to make some old shit. I don't even want to say black people, just people in general. You know, these Black Lives Matter, these liberals and all this other shit. They got people thinking, you know, that motherfuckers just out here fucking with them. You know, they're not. So show them the ID. Now, motherfucker get a little crazy. Show them your ID and don't say nothing else. Show them your ID. Don't say nothing else. Boom. When they give you back your ID, right? When they come back, you know, they come back, they start asking you questions. You go, can I have my ID back? Right? You have to, can I have my ID back? If he gives you back your ID, your second question should be, when he asks you your name, whatever, blah, blah, this, that, and the third, you go, am I under arrest? If he says no, then you go, excuse me, and you walk off. That's it. Right? You're not under arrest. You don't detain me. I don't have to answer your questions. I don't have to do none of that. I gave you my ID, and then you be quiet. You let them do their job. They run their, you know, run their name, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Where you coming from? You don't have to answer none of that shit. You have to answer none of that. Stand there, boom. When they run back your ID, stand there for a minute. They come back over there. You know, you should be having it. If you got the ID in your hand, be like, can I have my ID? If he refused to give you back your ID, you still don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. Then you ask him again, you know, listen, am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? They'll tell you, well, you know, why am I being detained? Am I under arrest? Oh, no, you're not under arrest. You know, you're not being detained. Okay, can I have my ID? Can I have my ID? Once he give you my ID, boom, you just, I'm free to go. Excuse me. And then you walk off. Why we holding court? Yo, fuck out of here. I ain't showing you shit. Y'all motherfuckers out here, fuck that. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody said, oh, I'm throwing out my camera. Y'all niggas kill me with that camera shit. I got my camera, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck my nigga. Fuck you. Just recording your own resistance, you know, your own ignorance and your resistance. So when people look at that, people are going to just see all that stupid shit and go, yeah, nah, you know, whatever. One for the body on footage. So this, you know, this guy, he was resisting arrest, but I don't know what was because the way when Shorty's camera started, it just looks like the police ran up on him and duffed him out. Just that's what it looks like. So I don't know. I got to see more of it right now. This video here, police is definitely dead ass wrong. But when he, you know, he says he got ID.
I got you, homie. I got you.
What's your fucking language?
Yeah. You want to get arrested next?
I recorded it.
Hey, you do that, I put trust you. You put your hands up, you're gonna get in trouble.
Interfere with this investigation.
Bro, it's not me.
Okay, why people?
I got a license. I got a security license in my pocket.
I mean, so that's my thing. So if you got a license, a security license in your pocket and all that, why you didn't show it? So now, you know, that's what makes it look a little where the police did just run up and start duffing you out before you even got a chance to pull out your ID. So this is definitely to be continued.
Severe labor. Severe labor. Listen, you gotta let go. My lady's in the house.
You gotta ask for a bus. You gotta lower label.
Yes, I don't have a
Oh my God.
Ask for the bus, though. Get on the radio.
No, my lady. My leg is. Put your hand behind your back. All right. And we can get you.
Still haven't put his hands behind his back though. You know, once the arrest is effected, because you got to affect the arrest. So once you affect the arrest, now you become the police officer's property. They can't do nothing. It's anything, especially you got them handcuffs behind your back and they start punching on you, do whatever. That's probably $1 million a punch, right? So this is for all you camera motherfuckers that's looking for lawsuits and all that other shit. The best thing to do is comply, get handcuffed, and then just, if the cop is just so got his adrenaline is up so much and he start punching you, yo, listen, 2, 3 million, 4 million, boom, 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 whatever, boom, boom, while you're handcuffed. But as long as your hands are free, you know, they don't know if you could be reaching for something like that. You know, this is the way the cops, you know, they're gonna spin it. So, you know, you just gotta, like I said, you know, show your ID first. That's the main thing. Everybody should be carrying some ID, some kind of form of identification. You know what I'm saying? Unless you one of the niggas, you know, you got 3, 4, 5 bodies, and you like, yo, son, our next police interaction, they run up on me, is I'm holding court on the street, you know, whatever, blah, blah. Then you know, just don't, you know, just take it out with you and the police, my nigga. Don't start shooting in crowds and doing all that stupid shit.
Oh, medical attention. Okay, behind your back. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
So, you know, the cops, you know, they cut his leg, you know, during effecting arrest, they cut his leg, you know, whatever this, that, so they have to call for medical attention, right? They have to get him what they call a bus, an ambulance. So you have to get him medical attention, right? It's protocol. But he still hasn't got his hands behind his back. So, you know, they have to effect the arrest, but then they have to provide him medical attention first. And then, you know, you go from there. But, you know, I don't know.
Bro, stay calm. All right. Get on your stomach. All right. Okay. Get on your stomach. Okay. You're not listening. Stay calm, Pablo. Put your hands behind your back. Right. No, you're not. Put your hands behind your back.
So, I mean, he definitely refused put his hands behind the back. And I don't know. It don't look good for the cops, but it don't, I don't know. It all depends on the way the cops spin it, and it all depends on what happened prior. But this is homie. This homie who got duffed out.
Brown, he's the man, and that
Timothy Brown.
That viral video that shows a violent arrest at a Brooklyn liquor store. Brown tells me he was attacked without explanation while buying wine after work.
He said, "You're under arrest." I remember being grabbed and shoved, and he said, "Don't resist." And I said, "I'm not resisting. I just thank God that I'm alive."
This happened yesterday around 4 p.m. at a liquor store on Baltic and Hoyt in Brooklyn. You can see that officers are holding his arms and punching him repeatedly. Here, his head strikes the bottles. They shatter on the ground, and they are dragging him by his feet. He was charged with obstruction and resisting arrest initially, and here's a close-up of just the bruises around his eye. NYPD Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says Internal Affairs is investigating. She says the 2 officers that you see here have been placed on modified duty, desk duty.
I understand the community interest in it because it is an upsetting video.
How did this happen? The NYPD says police were looking for a drug dealer's associate wearing green shorts. They spotted someone nearby who matched that description and tried to arrest him.
I was like, you know what? I'm going back to the precinct to make sure he's going to be okay. Excuse me. Because I felt like the police was going to beat him up some more. It's disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting. And they do it all the time to our Black and brown people, all the time.
This is Timothy's mom, Donna. All charges against Timothy Brown have now been dropped. I posted a reel earlier today after I spoke with Mr. Brown because I knew that there was intense interest And Mr. Brown and his story, the reel didn't have a lot of details because at the time we didn't know any of the details. So as soon as I got more information, I wanted to come on here and tell you what we know at this hour, 8:03 p.m. on Wednesday. As the story develops, we will report everything to you and I'll post it right here. Thank you for watching. This is Timothy Brown.
I mean, Moan Duke, I get it, concerned about our son. Like I said, I've been on both sides. Police beat us, used to get into it with us. We asked for it, we gave something to give, like, yo, listen, I'm going out. It's what it is. So just getting you in the precinct, duffing you out, nah, they're gonna provide you medical attention, they're gonna do all of that. Ain't nobody trying to put their career and get locked up. I mean, my opinion, COs, I'm gonna keep that comment to myself, you know what I'm saying? But PD, they once they, get you in cuffs, they gonna definitely COs too, we they're gonna the right. But the initial duff out, the COs provide a worse duff out than PD. PD whoop your ass, but COs, we can't do that no more because we was overboard. We did it to ourselves. I'm surprised they let CO, PD get away with that because they don't really allow COs to get, it's just, it's complicated. Somebody got to do the job, right? I mean, that brother, do I think he deserves some bread? Especially if he's an upstanding, working. I mean, if they did provide the proper protocol and he refused to give his ID, did he just, should he get stomped out like that? No. You detain him. You detain him till, you know what I'm saying? You just hold him there, boom, 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 whatever. I don't see him. I didn't see him throwing any punches or fighting, so he was like what they call passively resisting arrest. Passively resisting arrest doesn't require the duff out like that. I don't know NYPD's protocol. Passive resisting arrest, you just use a lot of control arm holes and all that, control, arm bars and all that, you know what I'm saying? You violently resisting arrest, you start swinging and punching. You match that force. You match force with force. So I didn't see his force. I didn't see him utilizing any kind of force where the police had to, 2-on-1. In my opinion, I ain't no lawyer. Is police work hectic? Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say that's an easy job. You know what I'm saying? They looking for drug dealers. I mean, they said, something about green pants. He clearly had on light blue teal pants. But like I said, I don't know how the initial stop was. So I'm not gonna just crucify, the police. But right now, they're looking wrong. They looking, 6. So that man should get paid. Pay that man, New York City. Pay that man. So I don't know. But I thought some brothers would have popped up, you know what I'm saying? I might jump back on later tonight. But I just wanted to share that, you know what I'm saying? The NYPD shit was looking a little crazy to me, and I wanted to, talk that. But it's the Marcast Podcast. We talk fast, we talk trash. I'm signing off. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. and leave a comment. Like I said, I want to hear, other people's feedback on, like I said, I'm no lawyer. I'm no, what I'm saying? I'm just going by the experience that I have. And, explain your experience to me. You know what I'm saying? Give me an experience that you experienced. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around. We do a part 2. We talk about it. You know what I mean? Knowledge is key. Let's talk about it. Let's get, what I'm saying? Let's get it to where everybody can be safe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm your host, Boggs, East New York. You know what I'm saying? Signing off. Love y'all. Peace.